Okay, we are in St. Charles, Missouri, and we're going to be on the Katy Trail, and it goes all the way to Clinton, which is where we're going to end up in Clinton. So to give you an idea, it's about 230 plus miles. It's mostly on gravel like you see right here. Got a little construction going on actually behind us. Clinton is a very historic town. It has streets that are all brick and a little bit on the rough side. Most of the Katy Trail is gravel, but I guess there are some paved areas. Okay, there's Mike up in front. We're just going around through a what I think is an old quarry maybe, or there is a cement company over to our right, but I don't know if they're still in business. It's kind of deserted. Son Mike's up in front. I think he'll be in front most of the trail. Ordinarily, when we're traveling along, we don't eat out very much, but we happen to be along the road here, along the path actually, and good news, brewing company is right off the path, and we stopped here for dinner. We had pizza, wasn't too bad. And they got a kind of a small menu, but it's you know, it's worthwhile down home. Got garage doors here open for seating in there. They got an outside seating too. Mike's getting ready to go, and we're going to be off here in a minute and go find a campground. Looks like they have outside parties and stuff, and they got some lumber there for maybe a bandstand and maybe a fire at night. So anyway, an interesting place, probably worth a stop. There is an RV parked behind here, and I guess you could stay there. They have campsites for tents. It was a little bit over our price, so we're going to go on to the next one. It's $10 instead of $25. About 5 all set up. We got our bikes pretty much taken care of. There's a building over there that we got a shower in, which is pretty nice. And we're getting ready to pack it in for the night. And this is our campsite. There's a little shelter with a picnic table underneath it there, so it makes a pretty nice little spot. It was $10, and this is like a county or whatever campground here. This is Kodiak Park. So if you are on the Katy Trail, I'd highly recommend this. It's a little ways off the trail when you're going west, and then there's another trail that you can get and get back on the Katy Trail in a different way. We're probably maybe a mile or so from the Katy Trail. It was probably a mile and a half with the bikes. All right, we'll catch you in the morning. Okay, good morning. We just left the campground and we're on our way out of the park here, Klondike Park. Tell it or not, but this is a pretty steep hill here. Going down. Believe me, I'm really using my brakes. Okay, look at that. Holy mackerel. Those are some tall silos. Now this is right next to the hill that we came down. And they're built like right next to the hill. I mean, the hill is right there. You can see over here. You'll see a rock formation. You'll see a rock formation right there, and that is almost a cliff going on up there. Unbelievable. Alrighty. Well, we're going to get back on the trail here. And Mike says we're going in the other direction, so I hope he's right. Okay, I just wanted to stop here for a second and show you this cliff. It goes way up there, and just a little beyond here, we can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it goes way up in it, behind the trees there. It must be almost, I'm guessing, 100 feet, and we're right on the trail. So if you ever do this, I would probably check and make sure that the trail's open, if it doesn't have any rock slides. Hopefully not. And you know, you want to keep an eye out for rocks that might be falling down. That's just amazing that they cut that away when they built this railroad track to go along here. They cut that all the way out of here to get the railroad to go through. And you have to imagine that they don't have the equipment that we have today. So It had to be one big monstrous project. Okay, back on the trail. So in case you didn't know, it was raining cats and dogs, and you can see, maybe you can see in the sky, rain's going that direction now, and we got some lighter sky coming over here. So we got over the roadblock here. Tree fell during the storm, I'm guessing. So we're going to be back on the road. Okay, this is the Missouri River. You can kind of get an idea of how wide it is. I'd say that's probably a half a mile, give or take. It's got a pretty good flow going downstream. I'd say, being an old boater, at probably 2 or 3 miles an hour. So that's a lot of water. Of course, that dumps into the Mississippi. Wow. Anyway, thought I'd show you that. I think I did that one other time, but I thought I'd show it to you again. You can see, probably can't see, but on the other side of the river there, you can see about, maybe, I'm going to guess, 10 feet of dirt. So that means the river's down that much from what it was earlier. And some areas kind of hard to see, but we've seen some flooding where the water's still standing in some areas. So anyway, pretty cool. Okay, we are in Portland, Missouri, not Oregon. And we found ourselves a little campsite. We got our tent set up over here. There's about 5 or 6 little sites here for tents. And they have trailer hookups, probably about 5 of those, looks like, maybe. So anyway, pretty good little place. They got a shower house over here and bathroom and everything right there. So that makes it real nice to get a shower tonight. And over there, you can see that red truck next to that. There's a restaurant, and they got some food there if you need food. So anyway, we're here for the night. I think we did somewhere around 50 miles today, so we'll be on it tomorrow, and just have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. All right, I probably look pretty crappy right now. I haven't got that shower yet. Okay. Well, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock and we're on the path. This is by far the best path we've been on. It's really, really hard packed, and it makes it much easier to bike on. Mystery of Santine Rock.
Standing rock.
Really wild, just sitting there by itself.
Mysteries of Standing Rock.
Okay. They went up the Mississippi River, so the river's about football field or so away from us here. You can't really see it through the trees. They were paddling upstream. That had to be difficult. Okay, there's a few bridges that actually have a metal frame structure, and what I wanted to really show here was that these rivers, and this is a pretty big one, these rivers get really high lots of times, and it even looks like maybe they did over on the other side there. If you can see, there's looks like maybe soybeans over there, and there's a few going on the way up, but you can see that a lot of those soybeans looks like they got washed out because of the high water. It's hard to judge how high that was, but I'm guessing between 15 and 20 feet on this particular river. Now this is a pretty big river though, and you can then see the bridge here. Pretty this is a pretty long bridge in comparison, and then there's a road bridge over there that goes across. But it's interesting how they built these things. I mean, we're talking major steel. Okay, we'll get back to you in a little bit. Okay, we're going to start over here. We're in Esley, Missouri on the trail. There's a building over there in the distance, and there's live music sometimes, and there's a restaurant there. This is the camping area, and we're camping right over here. And there's one other set of campers over there. We're like right along the river. We spent $10 for one campsite, $15 for the next campsite, and this one was $30. There's no showers. They do have electricity, and they do have water. They have porta potties to do your business in, and so we weren't too happy. However, the next campground was about 14 or 15 miles, and that was not going to be an option. So we spent the 30 bucks. If you have the opportunity to switch your timing around on your trip, I would recommend that you skip this place. No showers.
No restroom.
You are on the river. No restrooms. No, no amenities basically. We asked for a Coke. We got a canned Coke for $2. I don't know if that's bad or good, but it seemed kind of high to me. Of course, I have been told I'm cheap. So anyway, hope you enjoy your trip if you go, and we'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning. A little bit of a rough night. Raccoons kept attacking us all night. So again, there's one more reason why not to camp at this place. River looks pretty good this morning. A little foggy out there. The water is obviously warmer than the air. So anyway, but in the meantime, we've got our campsite all cleaned up and ready to go. So we're gonna get on the road here just in a minute and keep heading west. Okay, just so you know, there's some really, really high cliffs. Alrighty, got two bikers coming. Yep. Bridge. You can barely see it through the trees here, but it's a old-time suspension type bridge. Oh no, it wouldn't be suspension, sorry. Just an old-time bridge. coming through. So that means we have to turn around, which we just did, and find the route. The catch is going to be, I know we're going to be on some roads, and don't know how far of a detour it is. But anyway, we'll get on it and talk with you later. Okay, we're in New Franklin, Missouri, and we came across this little caboose. So if you're over there, why, you can take a look. Here we are, Boonville Station. Right next to me here is another caboose. Okay, well, here's where we camped last night. This is a city park right next to the swimming pool, and the Katy Trail is right over there. There's actually a bathroom there, and just beyond that basketball hoop there is the Katy Trail. So it was real easy and convenient. Great place. They do have a couple restaurants in town, but it seems to be closed on Monday afternoon, and Maybe one of them closed on Tuesday. So anyway, dinner wasn't an option, so we cooked our own, of course. Alrighty. All right, well, we're off for another day. See you later. Okay, we're kind of headed southwest now. We've run into a little bit more hilly area. We get some really nice speeds going downhill, but then you got uphill. That's the other side of the coin. See many of the relics of the train when it actually did the old days thing, but there is a pretty good sign that this was a railroad run here, and kind of gives you an idea what they dealt with. So kind of a neat thing. I'm glad they left it because I think it's cool. Sedalia train station. Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool building. Definitely cool. Oh wow.
That's so cool, right behind you.
These people have this all set up with a sensor, so when you ride by, oh my goodness, what an awesome thing to have. Alrighty folks, they also have a very nice house back there, but the railroad thing made us turn around and come back.